Good morning, students. Welcome you all in the second video session of this week. We are discussing the exercise and all questions based on the chapter. Here, this is second video session of chapter first, The Boy Who Broke the Bank, in which we have already discussed first to fourth questions and some more here added questions in the first class, and it is second video session in which we are going to discuss all remaining questions, and I will add some more questions in your offline class, in the online class. Thank you. Let us now proceed, students. Fifth question in this part is here. Everyone seems to have gone mad. Everyone seems to have gone mad. This is the sentence. This is the extract taken from the story. You all know very well who told this sentence. This was the sentence told by the clerk when the clerk was asked by one of his relatives who had been from the public only. His relative was a clerk who was working in the bank, and he had asked the question from that clerk about the position of the bank, situation of the bank. Whatever the message was spreading all around, they were quite confused and they wanted to know the fact, what the fact was about the bank. So he had asked him, and he had got the reply from the clerk, and he had told that everyone seems to have gone mad. Who said these words and why? No doubt I have already told you. And there is what the answer will be. These words were said by the clerk of the bank who was asked questions from a customer. He said so. He said these words because a number of people had gathered around the bank to withdraw their all money. He was much irritated at that moment. You know and remember very well, several people had gathered around the bank because they wanted their money back, all their money back, what they had deposited in the bank. And that's why this here mob, in fact here angry mob, angry here crowd of people made all the employees of the bank so much irritated, so much annoyed, in fact here afraid. So let us see here second question. What is second question? According to you, what incident in the story reflected the madness of the town at its peak? Question is, according to you, what incident in the story reflected the madness of the town at its peak, at its climax? In the story, when the news spread everywhere in the town, angry mob gathered round the bank and started shouting and demanding their money. Some mischief makers who did not have a paisa in the bank, some of the people, those who had not their account in the bank, those who had not a single paisa in the bank, they also joined the crowd, and a few stones were thrown which smashed the plate glass window which advertised the bank's assets. The window plate that was broken was advertising the bank's assets, what facilities the bank was providing to the people, to the customers. Those all were written in the detail, and that was smashed. When the people gathered, some of the mischief makers there was not any account in the bank, who had not any money in the bank, they joined, and they no doubt they were enjoying. They enjoyed doing so. Question here. Next is here. Read paras 24 and 30 again and answer these questions. In that one is here. Do you think the town residents show any concern for workers like Nathu? Question is here. First you have to read paras 24 and 30, and then only you can answer this. So on basis of that para, the question is, do you think the town residents show any concern for workers like Nathu? No. The town residents, means the people living in that town, didn't show any concern. Okay, they were not worried for workers like Nathu, who was a sweeper boy in the bank. They were not worried about him that he had not got the salary for the last month. When they came, the news was completely twisted, changed into form of rumor. Bank was going to collapse. The employees were not getting salaries for last 3 months, and so on. Everyone has completely changed the color of the news. Basic fact was only changed of the news. So they were not worried about the worker like Nathu. They were worried about their own money. They were only thinking about their money they had deposited in the bank. Their money that was in the bank. They had deposited in the bank. Nobody talked about Nathu and his payment, whether he had got the payment or not. Nobody just talked about that. Next question is, who do you think will be more affected by the collapse of the bank? Businessmen like Seth Govindaram or workers like Nathu? There is here options given. Do you think who do you think will be more affected by the collapse of the bank? Businessmen like Seth Govindaram or workers like Nathu? Obviously, you two can very easily and logically answer it. And so will be here. I think that businessmen like Govindaram will be more affected by the collapse of the bank. It's very clear. Govindaram, who was a businessman, will be more affected by the collapse of the bank. Nathu could not have his job. Okay, he could have got his job anywhere, somewhere. But once the businessman loses his reputation, it is very difficult to regain its faith among the people. Once he had lost the trust of the customers to establish the business again, it was really quite difficult, very difficult. It was impossible. Because when the people start disliking someone, or when people disbelieve something, it is really impossible to bring their faith again. And so, in this case, Nathu was not going to be affected. He could have here another job. But Seth Govindaram was going to be affected here more than Nathu. Next question is, in your opinion, who was truly responsible for breaking the bank? Was it Nathu, Sitaram, the bank, Seth Govindaram, or the town? Who was responsible? Give reasons for your answer. Whatever you option here select, whether Nathu was responsible, Sitaram was responsible, the bank was responsible, Seth Govindaram was responsible, or the town. Who was responsible for breaking the bank? In my opinion, only the people of town were responsible for breaking the bank. Nathu had told his problem simply to Sitaram, who passed to Mrs. Prakash. Okay, the simple news was passed from Sitaram to Mrs. Prakash. Seth Govindaram was in no way responsible, because there was enough money. There was enough money in bank, and clerks were getting salary timely. The people of the town misunderstood and spread the news, exaggerating, adding in their own opinion, in their own just understanding something and something, everyone, and they were passing to each other in different way. and changing the fact in rumor. They all believed the rumor spread by the people, by the town people, defaming the bank and said Govindram. Okay. They all believed the rumor which was spread, that was spread in the town by the people, defaming, that was disgracing and defaming the bank and said Govindram. This was what that was. So these were the questions, rest of the questions from the exercise, and I am sure you must have understood because I have detailed you these answers in my own words, and you also know all the story, so you must have understood. So thank you, students. I will discuss some more questions apart from these questions in the online class, which you will enjoy and you will learn more. So thank you very much being with me.